Hello, and welcome to Alcohol and the Knowledge of. Alcohol is produced by the fermentation of yeast, sugars, and starches. Alcohol is classified as a depressant, but it is also a chemical solvent, an anesthetic and an irritant. Alcohol is found in many beverages. Also, in many prescription and non-prescription drugs.
Next, I would like to discuss alcohol versus pure alcohol. Traditionally, people assumed that it was the beer or wine, in which, got them intoxicated. But it was really neither. It was the pure alcohol, found within each of them. All alcoholic beverages contain pure alcohol. This is the ingredient which causes intoxication.
Traditionally, a standard drink is equal to 14 grams or 0.6 ounces of pure alcohol. Generally, 0.6 ounces of pure alcohol is equal to 12 ounces of beer, 8 to 9 ounces of malt liquor, 5 ounces of wine, 3 to 4 ounces of fortified wine, 2 to 3 ounces of a cordial, and 1.5 ounces of 80 proof spirit. So, in other words, you need to be a chemist when considering how much alcohol you're dispensing.
Alcohol affects every organ within the body. It is a central nervous system depressant that is rapidly absorbed from the stomach and small intestines into the bloodstream. Alcohol is metabolized in the liver by enzymes. However, the liver can only metabolize a small amount of alcohol at a time, leaving the excess alcohol to circulate. The intensity of the effect of alcohol on the body is directly related to the amount consumed. BAC stands for blood alcohol content. It is the legal measurement for alcohol within the bloodstream. Most states have a set legal limit of 0.08 for driving while intoxicated. Currently, there is a push for a national BAC level of 0.05.
Please note, it is not your job to know a person's BAC level. Do not be fooled by standardized BAC charts. Many genetic, behavioral, physical, mental, and emotional factors can influence a person's intoxication.
Some people's genetic makeup may influence a person's intoxication more so than another person's.
Size, traditionally, has an effect on intoxication. Smaller people are sometimes affected more quickly by alcohol than larger people.
Gender too can have an effect on intoxication. Women are generally smaller than men, have more body fat and tend to reach higher BACs more quickly.
Hormones have shown in scientific research to cause an individual to reach higher BAC levels.
If you lack sleep or are tired, you will become impaired more quickly. If you get 5 or less hours of sleep for 4 nights in a row, for example, 2 drinks will feel like 6.
Rate of consumption. If I am sipping on a similar beverage that you are inhaling, you will get intoxicated faster.
Drinks of different types have varied effects based on their contents. Therefore, if I am drinking a martini and you are drinking a gin and tonic, I will probably get drunk faster.
Carbonation within carbonated beverages tends to speed up absorption. So basically, a person drinking a rum and coke will introduce alcohol more quickly into the bloodstream.
Energy drinks tend to mask the effects of alcohol. Being that alcohol is a depressant and the energy drink is a stimulant, it may not be well advised to mix the two.
Legal or illegal drugs can speed up the effects of alcohol and have an unpredictable outcome. For example, women taking birth control pills may produce higher BACs.
The amount of food consumed before, during or after drinking slows down the absorption of alcohol into the bloodstream.
Now let's discuss tolerance and how it relates to intoxication. Alcohol tolerance typically refers to a decreased response to the functional effects of ethanol in alcoholic beverages. However, tolerance works 2 ways. A guest who consumes more frequently can typically hide signs of intoxication, but a guest who consumes less frequently will show signs faster.
Let's take a moment to discuss behavioral cues. The changes which occur in people's behavior after a few drinks are called cues. Typically, the more alcohol in the bloodstream, the more obvious the cues become.
The commonly known cues are 1. Inhibitions. Some examples would be becoming talkative, beginning to lose self-control, displaying loud behavior, mood swings.
2. Judgment. Some examples of this would be behaving inappropriately, using foul language, telling off-color jokes, annoying people, and becoming overly friendly.
3 is reactions. Some examples of this would be glassy, unfocused eyes, talking and moving very slowly, forgetting things, losing their train of thought and slurred speech. And another commonly known cue is coordination. Stumbling, swaying, dropping belongings, and having trouble picking up a drink can indicate a loss of coordination.
Please note, these cues are good indicators established by drug and alcohol dependency institutions, but they are general guidelines. If I walk into a bar, telling off-color jokes, am I drunk? If I walk into a bar, stumbling, am I drunk? If I have glassy, unfocused eyes, am I drunk?
More information would be needed in all circumstances. What if he was injured in the war and that is why he is swaying? Do you want to tell a vet that he is drunk by his walk? Now, let's discuss the different concerns focused around alcohol.
First of all, death. It is estimated that nearly 75,000 people die annually in the United States due to alcohol abuse.
Many physical and mental health ailments are associated with alcohol. The estimated cost on the United States is $185 billion annually due to alcohol abuse and addiction.
Underage consumption is a concern for many reasons, but mostly because it is law. In most circumstances, alcohol has shown to damage younger consumers more so than older.
Each year, nearly 60,000 people die annually in the United States, due to a driver whom was consuming alcohol. Alcohol is a factor in 40% of all violent crimes. 3 million violent crimes occur each year, in which the victims perceive the offender to have been seen drinking.
Research suggests that alcohol and poverty have a strong association. Unemployed, in poor, insecure housing, and those who leave school early, have a higher rate of substance abuse.
Many of the topics we discussed, you may have but some mixed emotions about. We are not demonizing alcohol consumption, but rather educating you on the controversial aspects.
The American society has accepted alcohol as its drug of choice, but not without several centuries of controversy. George Washington and Ben Franklin may have agreed on American liberties, but they were vastly different in their opinions of alcohol.
George Washington once said, "Refrain from the drink, which is the source of all evil, and the ruin of half the workmen in this country."
Meanwhile, Ben Franklin suggested beer as proof that God loves us and wants us to be happy.
From the birth of this nation till today, we have always had concerns with alcohol. We have seen a nationwide ban to very liberal policies,